I went live. No real specific reason why, just taking a little time out, think about the things that I think about, and just preparing my mind mentally for the changes I go through, for the changes that's to come, and the things that I like in my life. It's okay to try new things, not to be uncomfortable. Like being comfortable, being uncomfortable. Some I heard Nipsey Hussle, the great, say. Uh, Currently on a marathon, still continues. Team Angie LLC had little issues with the website. Everything's been worked out. Took a little while, took some time, but we back and moving slow, but once we get the rolling, we'll be back. I'm getting these notifications. We'll be back to regular scheduled programming. But yeah, as you know or may not know, I took a little trip from the mid. It's really the only thing I know. Like all of those states in the Midwest, I love it. It's my stomping grounds. Everything's different than where I am. Something I needed, something I was blessed to be prepared for. But you know what time it is. Time for the daily inspiration. Let's get to that. Then we'll get to my personal life in a bit. Today is Sunday, June the I don't know. I think it the third. I wrote the 30th on a piece of paper. I paid tithes and offering. I haven't done it in a long time. Today is June 28th. I'm 2 days ahead. That's crazy, dog. Like, man, I'm living in the future. I put down June 30th for whatever reason. It was just, it felt like it. I feel like I've been in a dream, low key. Uh, Time's different. Trying to sleep it off and get used to this new time schedule. Uh, 3 hours behind, so that's a little difficult. I get here, slept a lot, slept a whole day just to have some energy. But the thing about that is, like, I'm still a little bit off time schedule, right? Like, I'm trying to get used to the time that they is on out here, so that I could be a part of their schedule out here. You feel me? And that jet lag is a real thing. Like, if you go somewhere with the time difference, you're just gonna have to sleep it off and brace yourself, pace yourself, just to get in the flow of things. Don't rush the journey. Be present in the moments. A lot of people like to think too far in the future and they miss the moments that counts, the moments that's gonna help them experience that future that they solely desire, right? But yeah, let me get into this, the 28th word for the day, and we'll carry on with my experiences. I'll show y'all a little bit of where I'm at AZ. Y'all could, self love some, man. I'm gonna go show y'all some stuff in a bit after this word and do live on my laptop because it's a little easier. But let's get into this really quick and then we'll see what y'all feel about it and what's the word for you all. I appreciate you all for tuning in as well. I'm Aaron Glenn, private personal consultant, advocate for mental health awareness, and I love what I do. I'm passionate about what I do. I love helping people. I've been there before. I know what it takes to get from there. So this is what I do. I help people get from those dark places in life. I help them be who they are, living unapologetically, authentically, living in the light as light children that we are. My light exposes the darkness in people. They don't like to be around me too long because if you shine a flashlight, it's gonna shine through the darkness. When you're a child of the light, you shine through people's darkness, and it's too much for them. It is what it is. It's nothing to brag or complain about, but it's just what it is. You got to be aware of that. But this is the season, the message for the season of June the 28th. Taste and see that I am God. Taste and see that I am good. This is commanded. This command contains an invitation to experience my living presence. It also contains a promise. The more you experience me, the more convinced you become of my goodness. This knowledge is essential to your faith walk. When adversity strike, I haven't read in a minute. It sounds crazy. I can't read, huh? When adversity strike, the human instinct is to doubt my goodness. My ways are mysterious, even to those who know me intimately. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways and thoughts higher than your ways and thoughts. Do not try to fathom my ways. Instead, spend time enjoying my presence and enjoying me and experiencing my goodness. This was inspired by the book of Psalms, chapter 34, verse 8, and also the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, verse 8 through 9. This is what I was reading from. This book was inspired by Sarah Young, written by Sarah Young, called Joy and Peace in His Presence. Jesus Calling. It's a wonderful book, very inspirational. I like to read it from time to time. It helps me learn the Bible or read the Bible. I never read it front to back. I just study what I read and read what I study and, meditate on these words. What's for me is for me, what's not is not, and I keep it moving. But this is an awesome way to learn how to read the Bible. A lot of people will pick it up and put it back down and never pick it back up. But if you want to learn, you want to read it, I would encourage you to grab like a Daily Bread or one of those type of books you can get from church. You don't have to stay long. Go in there, pick one up, and it'll help you learn and read the Bible. It'll encourage you to. It'll help you understand what you're reading. Like what I just read, verses of the Bible is in this passage that I read, but you wouldn't know because of the way that it was worded and the way that it was put together. But yeah, that's what I do, and this is why I do it, to help people understand the goodness of God and that He's always here waiting for you. His invitation is open always, so you can experience His goodness and not live in stress and doubt or fear, worry, sickness, disease, all of these things, right? Because that's not what we were made for. We don't prosper in that way. We don't elevate in that way. We don't grow. We don't produce more of what we're supposed to. But yeah, that's just what it's about. And it is what it is. I enjoy this book. I've been inspired to read it, inspired to pick it up and do what I'm doing. I just met some people who are into. Look at this bird real quick. Hold on. Who are into what I'm into? They doing digital marketing. They doing podcasting and stuff like that. One thing that made a lot of sense from my trip and my journey, my current marathon, is that God's with you. He's behind you and He's before you. He prepare a path before you. So if you feeling move because that path is already prepared for you. Everything you need, everything you're gonna want is gonna be provided in mysterious ways. And I could testify to that because I have been experiencing that, and it's scary. Nevertheless, it's uncertain, but one thing you can count on for sure is God to be with you, and He's for you, and He will make sure that you have all that you need. You won't have to be out here hitting licks, robbing people, stealing people, doing all of this nonsense, right? To have what you need in life. And count it as a blessing when you go through things because that builds your character, it builds personality, it builds strength. Weak ass people can't get through anything because they don't want to go through anything. They find an easy way out, and it doesn't help them become a stronger person. It doesn't help them with the experiences that they're going to face in life in the future. It doesn't help at all. It encourages you to man up, woman up, and get through it. Walk through that tunnel because at the end of the darkness is always light. That's all that I have for y'all today. I just wanted to let y'all know that I am well, I'm breathing, still grateful, always grateful. Just taking my time one day at a time, doing what's necessary for me and my happiness as I pursue my happiness each day. But yeah, um, I'm just soaking it all in, West Coast. I appreciate it. If y'all out in the AZ area, let me know. We can link up. About to go get me some more canvases, some more paint, start getting into my art, and just have fun being creative and creating. So yeah, that's what it is. If you're new to my channel, I would ask you to please consider subscribing and becoming a team member of Team Angie. Currently got giveaways going on July 3rd. It's my third annual giveaway. I do this every year. It's my third year. It's my fourth year in business. The first year I didn't have so much. I was learning a lot of different stuff as far as the administrative part, the back page and all of this type of stuff as far as setting up websites, learning how to manage it, advertise, promote, market, all of that type of shit, right? I'm a solopreneur right now, solo team. I'm just learning it. I'm working the business so that manage it later on. I won't ask anybody to do anything I haven't done and don't know how to do. So that's why I'm still solo right now. I'm learning everything that I want. I'm doing everything that I want, and I'm making sure that when I'm able to receive the help I need to hire people, that they will be passionate about the things that I'm passionate about. Because I help people, and I'm really passionate about that. It's not about any money. I don't care if I get rich or not by doing what I do. Is because it's what's right, and I'm constantly having all that I need from what I do. So it's a it's a blessing within itself to follow your passions. A lot of people out here stuck in the loop, working, doing whatever they do just to survive because they're not going after their passion and they're stuck in it. We all got bills, we all got different priorities that we need to focus on, and that we try to figure out how to manage those situations. But at the end of the day, if you're not happy, nothing will never really last. You should chase happiness more than anything because chasing happiness changes and it keeps you aware of what you're doing and what you're engaged in. You get bored, you might stroll social media, see a lot of nonsense. It don't inspire you, encourage you, or anything. But you take a break from all of that stuff. Like you see me here right now, I got this little book in my palm. I'm reading, I'm soaking in His word, I'm enjoying outdoors for a moment because it's hot. But I'm not worried about my future. I'm not worried about my past. I'm just currently enjoying this present gift of life that I received. I was able to wake up today and experience this 24 hours of living. And I'm excited about that. And I'm taking it 1 hour at a time, enjoying the hour of the day. I had moments too as well. Like this chick, she gonna say, "Yeah, good boy." I'm like, "Bitch, stop playing me before I smack you in this motherfucker place." But I just gave it a look like, all right, you on something else. I don't have to go there with you, right? People will try you. People act ignorant, people foolish, whatever. But you don't have to respond. You don't have to engage with them. You have to deal with that. That was one test today. This bitch get to talking slick. So whatever, Joe. You don't really want to know who I really am, who I'm capable. But whatever, right? So then that was that. Then the next situation is dude, he what? Like, bitch, don't worry me, dude, because I'll smack you in your mouth. But whatever, Joe. Do you, right? You miserable, you mad, whatever, be that. But be mindful of who you playing with and how you engaging with people. Because here go a hummingbird. But yeah, it's like be respectful, dog. If you want somebody respectful, I don't care what kind of day you had, you manage your emotions. Motherfucker piss me off. I don't have to be mad and mean to everybody because for what, right? Somebody reciprocate that energy. Now all of a sudden I don't want to deal with that person. But that's what I get. Because that's what I put out in the world. Energy repels energy. And a lot of times you just got to be mindful, like, okay, this motherfucker ain't worth my energy, not worth my time. I'm having a good day. I'm living a good life. I'm not finna allow your ignorance or your unruliness to bring me down to your level with some low life stuff. Sometimes that's what life is about too, protecting your peace and energy, not letting these low lives bring you down with them. People just ignorant, dog. They do stupid stuff on all type of stuff, whatever. I'm not perfect. I do the same. But I'm more conscious. I'm more aware of how I'm affecting people, and I'm more considerate, more compassionate. Just man, I use my brain, right? A lot of people don't think for themselves anymore. They use Chat GBT, go ask Google. Motherfuckers don't have that common sense anymore. Never really did, to be honest. But I mean, the majority of the world lacks that. They lacks compassion. They lacks consideration. They lacks a whole lot. And it's really sad, people dumbing down by the second, by the minute, by the day. And it's hard to be patient with these kind of people. For me, I'm not used to being around a bunch of ignorant people dealing with unruly people because that's why I end up having a background for fucking people up. I don't have a problem doing so. I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But that's the old me, and I'm changing, I'm growing, and I'm learning how to deal with myself when it comes to that part of myself. Because it takes time to work on yourself. It takes accountability. And without that, you have nothing but excuses, and excuses won't get you nowhere far in life. You gotta be for sure about what you're into and what you're trying to get into. And I'm for sure about the vibes that I carry in this world. The energy that I keep, protecting my energy, and that's what it is. Not being aware of people and what they on, but not going there with them. The world is full of people. You're gonna be around people, whether you like them or not. But it's just what it is, right? I mean, hey, that's the number one reason why I do what I'm doing right now. I'm taking time to reflect on my decisions and my actions and my experiences because people make me feel away too. But that don't mean that I have to dwell on it for the whole day, for the rest of my life. It's just a moment in time that will come to pass, just like your struggles in life. They will come to pass. I believe so. I've been through so much that I didn't think I'd get through it, but I'm here right now telling you that things come to pass. You'd be surprised how you make it through stuff. You really do. I was just sick like a couple weeks ago, feeling like the world was over with, ready to give it up. I don't want to be here no more, feeling like this. But that was a moment in time. I've made it past that. I'm sick as hell, to be honest. Couldn't breathe, couldn't eat. It's just ugly, man. But yeah, by the grace of God, I'm here. I made it. Had the flu and the cold at the same time. Nose stopped. It's just ugly, dog. I was even going live, and y'all was like, "Man, your voice don't sound right. You look bad." It was, but it is what it is. I'm not here to complain. But I am just sharing my experiences. Like, you got to be mindful of what kind of spirited people inhabit. Like, some people, they feed off the negativity. They feed off the goofy stuff, and they feed off provoking people, right? Because that's why I'm feeling like with Shorty earlier today. She said it like 3 times. I'm just looking at her like, bitch, I'll smack you in your shit. Just looking at her like, for real, you can't be serious, right? Like, all right, I see what type of person you is. You can move around me, dog. I don't like your energy. I don't like you. I don't. I don't have to like everybody, especially when they on some provocative type shit. Like, bitch, be gone. You a goofy. And a lot of people is just goofy. Like, yeah, I ain't finna deal with your goofy ass. Don't have to. It is what it is, right? And I do curse. I don't like to all the time, but it is what it is, right? You gotta check people. You can't be nice to everybody, and that's something I learned early in life. Like, you want to, it's a cool thing, it's honorable, but it's not what's necessary at all times. It's a time for everything. It's a time to be mean. It's a time to be nice. It's a time to laugh. It's a time to cry. It's a time to get rest, meaning sleep. Don't be out here living like a robot. You know what I'm saying? You need to re-energize, regroup. Even God took a day to rest. You know what I'm saying? This world is counterproductive and counteractive, counterintuitive to God's word and God's ways. We out here living in pleasure, and that pleasure leads us right to our death. It sounds crazy, right? But it is what it is. Those desires that's unchecked, they become bad habits. Those bad habits break you down, destroy you. Sometimes mentally, sometimes emotionally, sometimes physically. But nevertheless, one of those ways will happen. It's bound to. Just like the sun rising and setting down, it's inevitable. It's bound to happen, no matter what. But yeah, it is what it is. So with that being said and with that in mind, it's just take it slow. There's no rush in life. You need to learn what you need to learn, experience what you need to experience, and keep it moving. And be grateful that you're here to have those experiences, that you are conscious enough and able to intake knowledge and information. No matter what you study, no matter who you learn from, no matter who teaches you got to be able to retain information. And you also have to be knowledgeable and wise. And there are two different things, wisdom and knowledge, right? They go hand to hand, but they're not the same thing. And I'll just give you a quick example, right? Knowledge is this: knowing things. Some people know, and you know, where there's smoke, usually there comes fire. Those two things go together like wisdom and knowledge. But knowledge is this: once you know these things, and okay, I see smoke, I feel the fire, but I didn't get up and get out the way, and I got burned. That's where wisdom comes in. Using the things that you know to make the best decision possible. You're wise when you use the knowledge you know in the correct way. That's how you will know one from the other, right? You wise when you know to tie your shoes and they're loose so you don't trip and fall, right? Different little things like that. Like you know, but not knowing, you know better, but don't do better is not wise. Let's just put it like that. Now, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You understand, you know something, you use what you know to your benefit. That's you using wisdom and knowledge because you understand how they go hand in hand. So I just had to break that down because a lot of people they think they know stuff, but they're not wise enough to know how to use what they think they know. They don't have any understanding of what they think they know. So at the end of the day, they don't know any damn thing, and it's okay. You don't know what you don't know. You're not born in this world with unlimited knowledge unless you're a fallen angel and you steady keep on reversing, hopping different physical bodies, right? You know, it's a thing too. You sound crazy, but hey, once you start opening your eyes, they'll never close to this world and what it is. It's a funny place. It's really stranger than fiction once you start to really see what it really is. And I mean, hey, everything ain't everything. It ain't always what it seems, is what I'm saying. Like, you'd be surprised once you start learning the truth. But it's only come in time if you seeking it, you know. You don't find what you're not looking for. The knowledge won't be open if you don't knock on the door of wisdom, asking wisdom, come give me some knowledge and understanding. That's the physical part. The spiritual part is the same, you know. You know how to do spiritual things. You're wise enough to know how these spiritual things are helping affect you. You have understanding of it, right? So when you fasting, it's a spiritual thing and also a physical thing. There are two benefits in one. Prayer is strictly spiritual. It's actually how you manifest as well. But yeah, you got to know the differences between these things and the way that you use these things and how it goes or whatever. But yeah, I'm not sitting here finna preach. I'm thirsty. But I just like to remind people of what it is and what it ain't uh, with me, my mindset and my thought process. A lot of people don't like me and I don't care. A lot of people never understand me and I don't care either. But I do care about my respect, you know. You don't have to understand me. You don't have to like me. But you will respect me because I give respect. It's something I die about. I don't know about y'all, but yeah, that's one thing that I care about more than anything. That's why I was saying you can't be nice to everybody. You gotta check motherfuckers when they disrespect you or when they crossing your boundaries. You set boundaries by checking people. You don't have to be unruly to them. You don't have to put hands on them. You don't have to put weapons on them. You can just let them motherfucker know. And right then and there, it is what it is. If they got a problem after that, you beat their ass. For real. Let the motherfucker know. Like, shit. Nah, I'm just playing. I don't encourage violence, but that's just what I do. When I beat your motherfucking ass, you keep playing with me. Straight up. But I do warn you, though, I'm not a violent person, but I mean, it's necessary at times. Too old to be playing with motherfuckers. I'm not no little child. I ain't even play as a child. Too damn serious about this shit. Serious about my respect, my dignity. Not letting a motherfucker play with me or treat me any kind of way because of whatever they feel or think. You know what I'm saying? Bring you back to reality real quick. Help you understand respect. Help you understand what it means to be considerate of people. And it is what it is. You can think what you want to think about me, you can say what you want to say, but at the end of the day, I can sleep well at night, knowing that I'm living how I'm supposed to, how I should. That don't mean I don't have attacks. I don't have the opposite going against my energy because that's what this world is about. Misery love company. It's a prime example. A lot of miserable people are low vibrational energy drainers. They come around you complaining and just make you feel bad. That's bad energy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but that's it for happy Sunday. May this week be a blessed one for you. And if you're new, yeah, please consider subscribing. It'll be a blessing. Also, you'll have access to my Facebook page where you'll be able to have access to the giveaways July 3rd. I do this. I'm gonna do this every year. This is my third year doing so. God been helping me, providing for me, and therefore I'm appreciative and grateful. And I want to give that gratefulness back to my supporters. That's what I do. That's how I do, and that's what I'm gonna keep doing as long as God's will. And allow me to keep being here to keep doing this. Is what I'm gonna be doing. But yeah, July 3rd. Stay tuned. The way to qualify, the links in my description. Para contendo de Victorio, Visiones aquí. Appreciate that. Happy Sunday. Feliz Domingo. But yeah, the link's down there. I just showed y'all. So you'll know.